Happy Information Wednesday, Chalyce McQueen here. For my teaser, I'm talking all about PWC insurance. I've been trying to do this video for 2 weeks. I am a proud owner of a new boat, and anyone that spends time on the lake can appreciate that we're surrounded by a lot of people that probably should not be driving a boat, owning a boat, or renting a boat. So that would be important to kind of go over some basic coverages on what's important to carry in terms of protection for your personal watercraft. The interesting part is when it comes to personal watercraft, we have the same exposures and liabilities like we do with our individual auto policy. And this is bizarre because a lot of people don't treat it that way. They don't carry proper limits. They don't consider any other boat operator that may not have insurance. And it kind of leaves a lot of exposure and liability and risk on you as a boat owner. And so I want to go through what this looks like in comparison to your auto policy, because like I said, they're pretty universal. When it comes to your personal watercraft, you're either able to insure your trailer with it or not. That's entirely up to you. Obviously, whenever you carry a loan, it's important that you maintain the proper level of insurance for the watercraft and for the trailer. And then even if you don't have a loan, it is still important to make sure that you maintain a certain level of coverage based on what it costs for you to replace those items. And then once you figure out what that looks like in terms of the value, you then want to consider what kind of personal liability you want to carry. So for me, I personally maintain an umbrella policy of $2 million. And so in order to qualify for an umbrella policy, I need to at least maintain a limit of $300,000 for my personal watercraft, which I have done so. And again, what that does is I have $300,000 personal liability for my watercraft, which will be increased up to $2 million in theory if I ever had a major lawsuit, which if you really break down what happens at the lake and all the different ways people can hurt themselves, it's probably not an outrageous claim to think that you can get yourself in some. As I was saying, being on the lake is definitely a dangerous thing. Not only are you having to be concerned about who's on your boat with you, but all of the people outside of your vessel, driving, swimming, skiing, whatever that may look like. So it's really important that you don't skip on your personal liability because that is for your protection in case you get sued. And then next we're going to look at your deductibles. So deductibles can be anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000. And obviously the higher deductible, just like any other product, you're going to have a lower premium. And then deductibles do differ based on different, your personal property. It doesn't necessarily go with what the vessel deductible is. And then personal property, obviously life jackets and things of that nature are expensive. And so it's important that you do carry some coverage. Personal property coverage on your boat insurance is not exactly going to be a high premium. So make sure that you do the accounting of your inventory and have the proper coverage. Now, there are other endorsements that you would find on your PWC policy, just like you would a personal auto, such as medical payments to others. Again, because it's so easy to get hurt on the lake, I definitely recommend carrying medical coverage. And just like on your personal auto policy, you're going to find uninsured vessel coverage. So just like it sounds, people who don't have insurance, you're going to have your own coverage. I maintain $300,000 on that as well, which I think is ample amount of money in case someone hurts my boat or anyone that's on my boat. Again, it's really important to make sure that you have the protection that you need. It is a very dangerous sport and hobby, I should say. So if you have any questions on today's conversation and how to save money on your PWC, be sure to give me a call at 602-525-5665 or email me at cmcqueen@farmersagent.com. We'll see you all next week.